Hey guys, this is Stacy from eatthebite.com, and today I'm making a fabulous cranberry brie stuffed chicken. Let me show you how to make it. I'm using boneless breast of chicken, which is a pretty lean cut, but I do like to trim any fat from around the edges at the beginning of the process. So, I've got my 3 boneless chicken breasts, and I'm going to take each one and slice them in half lengthwise to make 6 pieces total. Once I've cut all the chicken, I'm going to cover each piece with plastic wrap, and we need to pound these down to about 1/4 inch thickness. I'm using a skillet to flatten my pieces, but you can use a mallet, rolling pin, or any other flat pan that you have on hand will work too. And make sure you have a spatula on hand to gently lift the chicken off the cutting board. It should look about like this when you're done. Once you've pounded all the chicken, you should season with salt, pepper, and a little bit of garlic powder. And I will turn the chicken pieces over and season the other side as well. After that, I'm going to shred a little bit of sharp provolone cheese, and then I'll move on to slicing the brie. You want to make sure you're slicing the brie small enough that it fits nicely in the chicken, and I am cutting 2 slices of brie per piece of chicken. Once that's sliced, I put some craisins in a ramekin to allow for about 1 tablespoon per portion. I'm going to dip the chicken in olive oil first, let it drip off a bit, then drop it into my plain breadcrumbs. We'll press down a little bit on it here, add the slices of brie, a small handful of the sharp provolone cheese, and 1 tablespoon of the craisins. Then I'm doing kind of a roll and fold combo here. Then I'll add another little sprinkling of breadcrumbs, and then I'm going to place that in my baking dish. You'll follow the same method for each piece of chicken. Dip in the olive oil, place on the breadcrumbs, lay out the brie, add the sharp provolone cheese, and don't forget the craisins. Then a combo fold and roll, a few more breadcrumbs, and off to the baking dish. We'll do one more together. We're going to dip the chicken in the olive oil, dip it in the breadcrumbs. We're going to add the brie, the sharp provolone cheese, top with craisins, do the foldy-rolly thing, more breadcrumbs, and then off to the baking dish. You'll want to use approximately an 11 by 7 or 8 inch baking dish so all the pieces fit snugly like this, since we're not using toothpicks to hold it all together. Then we'll bake this in a preheated oven at 400 degrees for about 15 minutes. While the chicken is cooking, I'm chopping a little fresh parsley for garnish, which is optional, and then I'll set that aside for now. After the chicken was cooked, I did put on the broiler to brown the breadcrumbs a little, and now it's time to plate our cranberry brie stuffed chicken. I started by cutting the chicken in half and transferring to a platter. Let's take a closer look inside this. The chicken is cooked through and looks very cheesy and tasty so far, and I'm getting really excited to eat this bite. Once my platter is filled, I will garnish it with a little bit of that fresh parsley, and then I'm going to sprinkle a few craisins around the platter as well. Here's the beautiful finished product. And now, it's time to eat the bite. This is everything I wanted it to be and then some. It's cheesy with a sweet pop of flavor from the craisins, the chicken is very tender, and adding the broccoli and carrots as a side dish made for a delicious addition and colorful presentation as well. I hope you give this recipe a try and you love it as much as I do. It freezes and reheats really well, so you can save some for a night when you don't feel like cooking. That's all for now. If you enjoyed this video, you should definitely like and subscribe to my YouTube channel. And as always, you'll find this and all the printable recipes over on my website at eatthebite.com. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.